Hello, everyone. This is the most magnificent bird, Beak, speaking to you today. And in today's video, I'm back at it with another character review. And this character review is going to be on Gold Mythic Stripes. She is one of the two newest characters to come into the game, and we also have Gold Mythic Stars, which I will be doing a review on as well. So I figured I would go ahead and talk about the free to play character first, quote unquote, on free to play. I mean, she is, but Scopely, of course, they make it, they make it really hard on us to get an average at best character. So, will Stripes break that trend of being an average to meh character, or will she be on that same trend? We're going to find out shortly. And before we get started, I hope all of you are doing good and staying safe out there. I'm doing alright, and I'm staying safe for the most part. And I don't think we should waste any more time. I think we should go ahead and jump into this character review, shall we? Stripes, Holiday Heroes. Man, all of the other allegiances are getting severely neglected, for sure. That's for sure. So let's take a look at her trait. Her trait is tough. Her role is a support toon, and her allegiance is a member of the Holiday Heroes. Now let's take a look at her stats. Her attack stat is 26,170. Her defense is 15,992. And her HP is also 15,992. Now let's take a look at her Adrenaline Rush. This is America. The recharge rate is 55 AP. So that's a little bit faster than normal. Deal 300% damage to a group of enemies, plus 100% damage for each living teammate. This fighter gets 20% attack and defense for each dead teammate, which increases by 40% each turn for the rest of combat. So far, just based off the Adrenaline Rush, the first little part of it, she pretty much reminds me of Emperor Ezekiel, where, how he does a certain amount of damage for each living teammate, although I think his is for each living enemy. I think his is opposite. Instead of each living teammate, he will do 100% damage for each living enemy. But she does the opposite, 100% damage for each living teammate. I mean, honestly, that's not too bad. But, I mean, it's not the most amazing thing in the world. But, like I said, it's not too bad. It's pretty okay, It pretty much reminds me of Emperor Ezekiel, except she's a ranged character instead of a melee character. Now, for, this character will get 20% attack and defense for each dead teammate, which will increase by 40% each turn for the rest of the combat. I don't know how I feel about that one, because that, for that to happen, you have to rely on your teammates dying. Even if it's only one of them, and honestly, that's I mean, I guess it's not too bad because these days with Peacekeeper, Princess, and Jesus running around, that's more than likely to happen. So, honestly, it's not too bad. You just have to have some sort of protection. And I wish this character had this sort of protection. You have to have camouflage to somewhat deal with that. But there's something that this character is lacking. I wish they had. But overall, the adrenaline rush, it's not too terrible. I think it's an okay, decent adrenaline rush. So let's take a look at her signature move, Down the Drain. The initial cooldown is turn 1, number of cooldowns 2 turns, number of uses unlimited. An enemy gets minus 30 AP for 2 turns. If that enemy... If that enemy of the alert trait is of the alert trait... Sorry, I can't read tonight. Yeah, if that enemy is of the alert trait, they get minus 40% defense for 3 turns. One other teammate recovers from exhaust. Okay, I mean, I guess the signature move is, I guess it's okay. I mean, it's not really doing any damage, but she is a support toon, so it is, like, it's useful for that. But honestly, one thing I would have loved to seen on this character, like I said, and she's lacking it, is camouflage. I mean, not camo, but camouflage. Something that's heavily needed right now, Scopely. I mean, it's useless at this point to call them out by name because any criticism that you give them, it goes in one ear, it just goes out the other ear. Hey, Scopely, we need camouflage. But we know y'all don't care. Y'all don't care. So, they don't care. But, I mean, it's kind of useless to try to give them criticism because they don't care. And like I said, I don't know how this game survives another year, honestly. I'll be shocked if it does make it to August 2024. I mean, it might, but I'd be shocked if it does. But enough of me ranting. Okay, so an enemy gets minus 30 AP for 2 turns. I mean, that's not too bad, depending on the situation you're facing. That actually might come in handy for sure. And also, if that enemy is of the alert trait, they will get minus 40% defense for 3 turns. I like the minus defense, but I don't like that it's only specific to one trait. Couldn't it be to any enemy? I mean, that's the part I don't like about it. Right now, red isn't like a huge problem. I would think it would work better for blue, green, yellow. Strong, tough, fast. Alert doesn't have a vengeance toon yet. Trust me, that's coming. It's just a matter of time. They can't wait to release that on us. They're just chomping down. They are chomping at the bits to release a vengeance alert toon. Oh man, it's definitely coming. Don't be shocked if it comes by the end of this year. I would not be shocked. And then, let's see, one other teammate recovers from exhaust. I mean, that's good. That is good. Because the exhaust, whenever you get AP, that's going to completely, nearly kill you. Or it might kill you. Depending on how much AP you have. So that's nice. I mean, I do like the adrenaline rush a little bit better. The signature move could have been better. Although that minus defense, I wish it wasn't trait specific to only one trait. That's the part I don't like about that. I mean, it's an okay signature move. I mean, this character so far, she's kind of going toward the meh pile of characters so far, if I'm going to be honest. But maybe there's something in here that can salvage her. We'll see. Now, let's go to Stripe's Mythic abilities. Cunning. When attacking or being attacked, 30% less likely to trigger enemy, weapon effects, and walker effects. Sure, that would definitely be worth leveling up. That's going to be, I think that's going to be pretty good, obviously. So I would level that one up. Combat fatigues. At the start of each wave, 100% chance all teammates get elusive for 2 turns. Okay, I actually really like this, because that's going to be, you know, I wish it was for each turn or every other turn, but getting, you know, all teammates getting elusive for 2 turns at the beginning of each wave, realistically, that's only going to be really helpful on, like, really difficult road maps. That's where it's going to be the most useful. Don't get me wrong, it's going to be useful in war and raids as well, but the road maps is where it's going to be the most useful, and I would definitely think about leveling that one up for sure. Tough Nation. All tough teammates get 30% attack. Okay, so it seems like how they want to build this character up, I'm not for sure. I gotta go into the leader skill. It seems like they want you to build a tough attacking team around Stripes. I mean, you can have the other traits, but it seems like all tough teammates are going to get a little bit more of a boost of attack. So, if you do have a really solid tough team, tough attacking team you think you can build around Stripes, I would definitely level that one up for sure. But if you don't think you have a really good tough team, you know, tough attacking team, I wouldn't worry about it. But if you do, I would. It all depends on your situation and your roster. Backup plan. At the start of each turn, 100% chance a random teammate gets 50% Halo for 2 turns. Okay, this one, it has potential. Honestly, it all depends on what kind of situation you're facing, what kind of team you're facing. Like, for example, Vance, he's annoying as hell with that 50% Halo, and I'm using quotation marks, 50% Halo. They might as well bump it up to 100% Halo, because that 50%, it sure does seem like it's 100% at least. So, depending on the situation you're facing, a random teammate getting that Halo for 2 turns, that could be really good, depending on the situation you're facing and depending on who that teammate is. So these are ones you definitely want to think about. It depends on all about you and your roster and what type of teams that you come up against. There could be potential here, but nothing to me that's like really like, ooh, I need to spend money to get her immediately. Nothing to me so far is screaming, okay, I need to get her immediately. But that's me personally. You might feel different. Now let's take a look at her leader skill. All teammates get 40% attack against alert enemies. All teammates get 50% crit for 3 turns. Okay, I don't know. I'm not a fan of this leader skill only because, hey guys, I'm back. I'm not sure what happened, but the recorder decided to stop recording on its own, and I'm back, and I have a special guest with me, Coco, so she's right beside me. she wanted in, and then also the recorder stopped recording on me. But okay, now let's get back to the review. Okay, her leader skill. All teammates get 40% attack against alert enemies. All teammates get 50 crit for 3 turns. Okay, what I'm gonna say about this leader skill, normally I would have liked it, but I don't like it for 2 reasons. The first part, all teammates get 40% attack. That part is good, but however, the first reason I don't like it is you only get that 40% attack against alert enemies only. See, I don't like that. Alert enemies are a problem. Let's be honest, all the traits of enemies are going to be a problem at one point or another, but I believe they're focusing on the alert trait at the wrong time. Right now, tough, strong, and fast would have been the appropriate trait to focus on. So why not just have all teammates get 40% attack when attacking against any enemies? Non-specific traits. And then the second part, all teammates get 50 crit for 3 turns. I'll tell you why I don't like this. It's not because of the crit. Crit is good. But right now, I just don't think crit is needed as much as camouflage is. If you want to say, instead of 50 crit for 3 turns, I would have done one of these 2 options. Although in Scopely's eyes, it would have probably made her superior if they would have done this. Instead of the 50 crit for 3 turns, why don't you give all teammates Guardian Shields and then give them Camouflage for 3 turns? That's how you could have fixed that. But like I said, in Scopely's eyes, that would have made her, oh, we can't do that. She's free to play. We have to give her crit, even though crit is not that needed, unlike Camouflage right now. I feel like Guardian Shield and Camouflage is definitely a little bit more needed right now because we have a Vengeance Tune problem, and like I said earlier, that problem is only going to get worse because we have a Vengeance Tough Tune, a Vengeance Strong Tune, and a Vengeance Fast Tune. That Vengeance Alert Tune is coming. Don't be shocked if it gets here before Christmas this year. I know we still have another 6 to 5 months before that, about 5 months before Christmas gets here, but don't be shocked. Within those next 5 months, we get an Alert Vengeance Tune. Just so Scopely says, F you, player base, let's continue to piss the player base off. So, me personally, I don't like the leader skill, only because there's certain restrictions. If they would have just made little changes to the leader skill, it would make the leader skill better. But that's just my personal opinion. Now, let's take a look at her weapon. Stripes' Savage Grenade Launcher. I do like the look on it. I do like the artwork on the grenade launcher there. 40% attack, a huge bonus to AP when attacking, improved random bonus attack. At the start of each wave, one other teammate gets 50% attack for 3 turns. Improved rush damage increase rush damage by 20%. Okay. Again, I don't like this weapon, not because of the look, but because of a missed opportunity. I like the 40% attack. The huge bonus to AP is fine. Even the third slot, I guess, is fine. But that fourth slot, you could have added something unique. Like, if you didn't want to put camouflage and guardian shields on the leader skill, like what I would have done, why not put the camouflage and guardian shields on the fourth slot? Like, for example, when you attack an enemy, all teammates get guardian shields and camouflage for 3 turns. Boom. That would have made the weapon better. Because camouflage and guardian shields are heavily needed right now. And that vengeance problem is, it's only going to get worse. Honestly, if I wasn't making content on this game for almost 3 years, I probably wouldn't be playing. I'm like, yeah. You guys are what's keeping me from not quitting the game entirely. I will say that. And I do thank y'all just for all of the views that I get on all of these RTS videos. You guys are the reason that I have not totally abandoned this game. Like I said, if I wasn't making content on it, I would have already quit. Honestly. You guys are the reason that I'm still continuing to somewhat still play the game. So, yeah, her weapon could have been better. Why not give us a camouflage and guardian shield like duo on the fourth slot? I mean, or even on the leader skill. I don't know. But looking over her, I really liked her design. I liked the look of her weapon. But I gotta be honest, in my personal opinion, I think she's a average to meh character. They are giving out, once again, average to meh character. And she's just another one in that pile. And that's unfortunate. And I don't know, I don't really have much else left to say about Stripes. So, I will be going over Gold Mythic Stars. And honestly, he's probably going to be the better of the two. And, yeah, I don't really have much else to say. Other than, she looks cool. I like her look. But she's just an average to meh character. At least in my opinion. And I'm not really going to go out of my way to try to get her. If I can get her, great. If I don't get her, I'm not missing anything. It doesn't seem like. Like, if I can get her, cool. If not, I can live with that. They could have just did small changes to make her a better character overall, to counteract vengeance. But no, that Scopely's like, guess what, player base? F you, we're just gonna give you the bird. We're just gonna continue to give you the bird, and we're just gonna take your money, suckers. Well, they ain't getting no more money from me. I'm still gonna play the game, but yeah, I'm officially free to play from now on, unless they make drastic changes for the better, which they're not going to. They're not going to, so I'm free to play from now on completely. I'm not buying no more battle passes. I know I said that last month, but I'm honestly, just things are getting, they're getting tougher, financially. I mean, that's true for everybody, though, for real. And Scopely, they don't care, so I like the look of the character, but I think she's average at best to meh. And I'm not really going to go out of my way to get her. If I can get her, great. If not, I can live with it, honestly. And, yep, that's pretty much all I got for you guys for today. What are your thoughts on Gold Mythic Stripes? Do you think she's really good? Do you think she's meh to average, like I do? Or do you think she's a bad tune? Whatever you think about Gold Mythic Stripes, let me know down in the comments. I want to thank each and every one of you for stopping by and for your continued support. Or if you're new, welcome in for the first time. All of you are very awesome, and I thank you again. And don't forget to hit the bell and switch on all notifications so you know the second I upload to YouTube. I am Beak, and I'm gonna go fly away back to my nest. Until next time, bye guys.